And you guys have really consistently done that and, been willing to do a lot of things that at the time weren't necessarily well received, and going back to, I don't know, wearing grills and shit. And, back in the day when that was like, nobody was doing that in the genre, and then Hail to the King and getting rid of screaming and all these things that, I think of like you guys and Bring Me the Horizon to me are like the two bands that are consistently willing to, obviously you guys respect the fans, but consistently willing to be like, I understand what you want. We're going to do something different. And if you don't like it, that's okay.
I actually think it's disrespectful to the fans to just give them the same crap. I think, and not that it's all crap. It's just regurgitated. Go listen to those records. Go throw on some AI and say, I want a record like this. They'll probably make you something in a year from now. Like take Nightmare and the White Album, mash it up, and then like, give me a record. Like, awesome. That'll probably exist. But if you want to know where us as humans are going, and you don't need to follow it, you don't need to like it. It's not, you're not a bad fan if you're like, this just isn't for me. Right. Mm-hmm. And like bands, there's a lot of bands that I like that have gone somewhere else, but I'll tell you the one thing that bums me out more than anything is when a band tries to give me the same thing over and over. Then I'm just really bummed out. Cause then I'm like, not only are they not creative, but they're just playing me as a fool. Like as if I want to hear that again. And so for me, like, and that's why we don't go on the same time schedules, everyone. Like, how can you just say, I always have something to say, but it just happens to be every 2 years that this record's come out, and every 2 years I got a creative itch. No, you're just going in there and making a record because you have to make a record. Like put out a record when you have something to say, when something is actually like worthy of putting out. That would be my opinion on where I see our band going. Like, are we going to do another record? Maybe, maybe not. If we have something to say, we will. If we want it to be 3 songs, we will. But everyone loves to take a little tidbit and go like, that's what they're going to do from now. And they've already planned it out. No more of this. It's like, how can you decide that? Like we live in like crazy world where everything wants to be in a box. And I think if you want to call your band an artistic expression of what you truly feel, then the box has to go away.
On the other hand, it's easy to say that, well, if I was successful, we would just do whatever we want. But in reality, I think, a lot of musicians, I think are, they're kind of insecure people that really crave validation and approval. And I understand why it's scary to take a chance.
Yeah, I think one thing I know about myself and about our band is we feel more comfortable at war. If that makes any sense. Like I don't think I'd feel comfortable if we didn't roll in and everyone didn't call us emos, or that we thought that grills were going to be like some great idea that everyone would say, that's awesome. No, we know that having that sort of like, this is what I want to do, and everyone's going to think this, and we're going to do it anyways. I feel comfortable at war. I really do. I feel comfortable putting out a song and every reaction is just like, what the hell did I just hear? This is trash. Like, I feel comfortable with that. Some people
explains
don't.
A lot about the band.
I just think it's more fun. I think it's more fun that way. And I also, I think life would be really boring if everything was just, wear your uniform, go to school, get your education, get your job, be a lawyer. Cool. Have a nice day. I think, and as I get older, and the more I read and the more I learn about things and the more I try to deep dive on who I am, the more I realize I like when feathers are ruffled. I like war.